Have you ever thought about how a machine could create something new, something original, all on its own? It's a thought that might seem a bit far-fetched, right? Well, imagine a world where artificial intelligence is not just a passive observer, but an active participant. A world where AI doesn't just analyze and interpret data, but it generates ideas, designs, art, or even stories. Intriguing, isn't it? This is not just about AI mimicking human creativity, but about AI being creative in its own right. Well, this is where generative AI comes into play. It's the frontier where creativity meets technology. Generative AI sounds complex, doesn't it? But let's break it down. Imagine a child learning to draw. At first, they mimic what they see: an apple, a tree, a house. With time and practice, they start creating their own unique drawings. Generative AI works in a similar way. It's like a child learning to draw, but instead of pencils and paper, it uses data and algorithms. Now you may wonder, what is this data and where does it come from? Well, it could be anything: images, text, music, even weather patterns. The AI learns from this data without being explicitly programmed. It's a bit like learning a language by immersion rather than through grammar rules. This learning process is achieved through something called machine learning. Machine learning is a type of artificial intelligence that provides systems the ability to learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. In essence, it's teaching computers to learn like humans. But how does the AI create something new? This is where neural networks and deep learning come into play. Neural networks are computing systems vaguely inspired by the biological neural networks that constitute animal brains. They are interconnected layers of algorithms called neurons, which feed data into each other, and they can be trained to carry out specific tasks by modifying the importance of input data as they pass between the layers. Deep learning, on the other hand, is a subset of machine learning where neural networks are expanded into sprawling networks with a huge number of layers that are trained using massive amounts of data. It's these deep learning models that give our AI the ability to generate new, unique content. When all these elements come together, we get generative AI, a system that can learn from data, understand patterns, and create something new, unique, and sometimes even surprising. So, in essence, generative AI is like an artist with an endless imagination, constantly creating and innovating. Now that we've unraveled the mystery of generative AI, let's go over the key takeaways. First, let's remind ourselves of the essence of generative AI. It's a subfield of artificial intelligence that leverages machine learning algorithms to produce outputs. Think of it as an artist creating from a blank canvas, using the patterns and structures it has learned from a vast amount of data. Next, let's dive back into the working mechanism of generative AI. It operates on two main components: the generator and the discriminator. The generator creates the new data instances, while the discriminator evaluates them for authenticity. They work in tandem, constantly improving and refining the results. It's a game of cat and mouse, resulting in an AI that can generate impressively realistic outputs. Now let's reflect on the potential applications of generative AI, which are as varied as they are exciting. From creating original artwork and music, to designing new pharmaceutical drugs, and even generating realistic human speech, the possibilities are mind-boggling. It's a tool that can push the boundaries of innovation across numerous fields. But here's the most important takeaway. Generative AI is not just a theoretical concept tucked away in some research lab. It's a practical tool being utilized right now. It's playing a role in various sectors, be it entertainment, healthcare, technology, or even finance. And that's why understanding generative AI is so crucial. It's a game changer, a new paradigm of creativity and innovation. It's not about replacing human ingenuity, but augmenting it, pushing it beyond its current limits. So let's celebrate generative AI for what it truly is, a testament to human imagination and technological prowess. Generative AI is not just a concept of the future. It's here, it's now, and it's revolutionizing the way we think about creativity and innovation. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of generative AI today, but there's still so much more to explore. It's a realm that's constantly evolving, pushing the boundaries of what we know and what we can achieve. So let's not stop here. Continue learning, continue questioning. What potential do you see in generative AI? What are your thoughts, your inquiries? Drop them in the comments section. Let's keep this conversation going. Remember, The future is not something we enter, the future is something we create. And with generative AI, we're creating a future full of endless possibilities.